Morning, everyone. Are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Good
I am here.
morning.
Hi.
Hi, Karina. Hi, America. Good morning. America, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. All
I am
right.
here.
Excellent. How are you today? Okay. Ready for another
Fine, thank you.
fine?
And you?
Great. Just having coffee to start my day. Okay. Let's see. It's kind of early. Well, not early. It's 9:01. You were the first. Patty, Karina, and America. Patty, how was your week?
It was a little bit good.
A little bit good?
Yeah. Yesterday I went to the dentist and he retired my molars and I feel a little bit sick.
Oh, she removed your molar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she removed your molar. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. You just have to rest a bit, and then you're gonna be okay. So,
Yes.
what about you, Miss Karina? How was your week?
It was really quickly. All this week I am busy. I do I did a lot of things in my house, my work at school.
Uh, I have been busy all this week.
Yes.
Yeah, present perfect. I have been busy
I
all this
have
week.
been busy, sorry.
So you have been working.
Yes, I have
What,
been working.
where do you work? Again, you told me a long time ago. Well, you were trying to have another job, a different job. What do
Mm,
you do?
well, I work with my uncle. He's lawyer and I help him about administration things. I don't know, something like that. And I make publish. What do you say? Publicidad. Oh my God, todos se fueron.
Yeah, it's like a marketing.
Ah,
uh,
sorry.
so
I
it's like, yeah,
make marketing in social media
mhm.
for companies.
Yeah, like advertising. Advertising on social media.
Yes, I enjoy.
You enjoy it?
In this week, I take a new course for photography and video.
Yeah. See,
Yes,
that's good. That's excellent.
really,
It's
really nearby to English access.
really,
En la
really.
misma calle.
Oh, it's really closed.
Really close to the
I don't
school.
even remember the name of the street, but I know
José Luis Curiel.
oh, that one, that one.
Yes,
Oh, excellent, excellent.
yes.
What about you, Miss America? How was your week?
Hello, teacher. On my week, I was a little bit intensive because I have been working with two boys and sometimes it's stressed,
Stressful?
and yes, because I think to learn. No, I teach them to read.
To read. Okay.
Yes.
What grade? are you teaching the kids? What grade are they in?
They have they have are are an intensive because all the week is raining, and for example today I have much
Okay,
to what.
I understand. It
Yes,
has been raining all week. It has been raining all week.
it has raining
It
all
has
week.
been, yes, it has been raining all week. Excellent. All right, I don't
Thank you,
know, but
teacher.
it's just the three of you right now. It's people is gonna be late today. I don't know what happened. But meanwhile, thank you. Let's see what happened with. I am trying. Question: Have you tried Patty, Karina, and America to open the Cambridge platform?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I not finished unit 4 but I ya casi.
You have practiced all the exercises.
Yes.
Excellent. Remember, this an
Yes,
extra. An
in
extra
my
resource.
case,
Yes.
1 or 2 exercise in the platform.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Sounds good. That's why you have the platform there, so you can practice after class or during the week. Remember, the class or your class is only Saturdays. So, I mean, I know you're busy. You have the job or you have school. You have more things to do, right? But if you really are into English, learning or improving your English, you have to do that. Besides the you start using other skills like reading. You have to read books. You have to read books, practice conversations, writing. You need to write. We have to write about something. I want to tell you something about that later. So you have to be able to do all the skills in English. Is you because we are in Touchstone 4, so it's the last level, the normal levels. Then you know we have B1, I mean B2 and C1. That's viewpoint 1, viewpoint 2. Okay, give me just 1 second. Okay, Marla is here. Marla, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, Saturday, no, July 3rd. 2021. And today we are doing lesson, well, first unit 5, lesson A and B. All right, give me a concept, what you know about low. Low, what is low? Patty, Karina, America, or Marla? Any idea about low? I mean,
It's
everybody,
like the work.
yes.
Karina working. She's working with the uncle.
Well,
No.
yes, but no.
It's like a legal and illegal.
Yeah,
A
something.
famous TV show,
No,
Lay
Karina.
and Order. No, ah.
I know that. Law and order, I know that one.
Ah,
We are not
oh,
talking about the show. Everybody, especially in Mexico or any other countries, we have government, right? We have a
yes.
government, we have constitution, we have rules or regulations, how to behave in society.
Derechos.
We have obligations, guarantees, rights, etc. Right? And we have a law. We have to obey that law. So why is a law? Why we have a law, Patty?
Why?
Why? Yes. Why do you think we have a law in Mexico or any other country?
For rules and regulation of them.
Yes. Karina, why we have a law in our country or any other country?
Because the society
Society?
need society need have order, have good people doing good things every day.
Yes. How to, the order is very important, right?
No vas
If
a hacer
we,
lo que tú quieras.
yes, if we didn't have a law, I mean, it would be a disaster, right?
The
Law,
porch.
as you said, law and order. So it's very important to have that in our society. Laws, because it's plural, we have laws about everything. Tells us what we can and can do. An example of laws, what kind of laws we have in Mexico? Something we see every day.
El hoy no circula.
What-
Ecology law.
hoy no circula, what is the law about? Driving, right?
Yes, driving.
Driving law. Let's talk about driving law. What laws do we have when we drive a car? Mention some examples.
Mm, use a bell, security bell,
Seat belt. Seat belt.
seat belt,
Or we can say fasten, seat belt.
fasten seat belt.
Yeah, fasten is apretar o amarrarte el cinturón.
Uh,
Spelling.
What other laws we have for cars?
You need
Or
car plate.
is license plate?
always change the the what do you say? Carril.
Carril lane.
Uh, always change lane with the your left
Yeah. Well,
on
you have
left.
to take, no, you have to take your well, first your lane as a driver, right? It has to be your right lane. Yes, if you are going to
Yes,
pass is
on the left.
when you go the car, try to pass on the left. Pass the left. What other regulations we have for cars?
Don't pass the red light.
We can say traffic light.
Traffic light.
Yes, traffic light. We have the red, we have the yellow, we have the green, right? Like the coronavirus. Kind of. That's the
Okay.
idea. Uh, What other regulations, America, for cars?
I think the respect the people. Um, let the past.
The pass? We have there is a name for
The
the people walking in the streets is called pedestrians. Peatones,
oh
pedestrians,
yes, pedestrians.
pedestrians.
Pede-
Yes.
Pedestrians. Yes.
We have a crossing, remember we have a crossing line. When you cross the street, you see in the street, in the avenue,
Yes.
you have colors, white colors. That's the crossing line.
Yellow.
Yes,
Yes.
yellow
White.
or white. What's the name of this? When you have, if you're a driver, what do they ask you first? The police officer.
Your ID.
Driver's license. Driver's license. Well, those are some of the ideas we are working on today.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hudi, you're here.
Yes,
Estrella,
I participate. I want to
Yes, of course, Hudi.
Okay.
Give me
The
some regulations for cars.
don't call cellular. Escucha.
No, do not
Do not
use
use
cell phones
cell phone
while driving, right?
while driving.
While driving, you have to be specific.
Don't know foul to people.
Do you know what?
Pelear. No, don't know foul. Pelear.
Pelear? What do you mean?
Um,
Explain that to me.
explain the fight, the angry.
Give me an example
Este,
in English.
when shocking in the another drawer, then speed o speed palabras obscenas. ¿Cómo se dice?
Oh, well, we
to
don't have
say-
a, I don't think we have a law for that. If you are using a foul, it's called foul with foul language.
Foul
When you use
language,
bad words, right?
Foul
Foul
language.
language. But there is not a law for that.
Foul language when
Yes, there is a law for violence.
violent.
When you are violent, right?
When shocking.
It's not shocking. It's not the word.
Not shocking.
No. It's crashing.
Crashing and another
Crashing.
with another drawer or car.
With another car. If you crash with another car, not with the driver. Well, the driver is the one who is driving.
Driving.
And this is called who did collision.
Collision.
Okay, collision.
Collision.
Yes. We don't say crashing. We say collision.
Collision.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. All language violence, crashing, collision.
Okay, you learn a new word, foul language, when you use those.
Foul language.
Foul language.
Foul
Ajá.
language.
Language. Como cuando estás jugando soccer, when you're playing soccer or basketball, and say foul. It's the same word, foul.
Foul.
Yes?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Okay, Mr. Julio is here too. Good morning, Mr. Julio.
Morning, teacher.
Yeah, you slept today. You fall asleep. All right, let's keep talking about crime, law, and order. Remember that word here, law and order, depends how you want to use the American pronunciation or the British. Should be order here, order, not the, or order. Order sounds more British. This is law and order. That's what Patty, someone was mentioning, no, or Karina. Law and order. So we need laws to have order in our society, right? So in this lesson, we are going to talk about all these, all the lessons. I mean, this unit. Okay, Gabriel is coming in. Late? Everybody's been late. Why? Because it's chilly in Acapulco, right? To be sleeping with a sheet. All right, let's do, let's read, please. Lesson A, Patricia.
Um, Lesson 8, talk about the legal age for activities using the passive of modal verbs.
Okay, okay. We are going to learn all the modals. Well, not all the modals, but we will continue with the passive with modals. Similar to what we saw last lesson, but we are going to use modal verbs like should, could, etc., but with passive voice. Karina, lesson B.
All about crime, punishment, using the get passive.
Yes. Punishment.
Punishment.
Yes. America,
Okay.
lesson C, please. Thank you.
Lesson C. Organize your views with first of all, etc. Show someone has a valid argument with expressions like that's a good point.
Okay. A valid argument. Argument. With expressions like that's a good point. Lesson D, Marla.
Read an article about privacy use with smartphones. Write a comment responding to a web article.
Excellent. All right, so we have the 4 user lessons. Remember, each one is different about the different skills. Julio, which lesson seems more interesting for you? A, B, C, and D, and why?
I don't know, teacher. Let me, I think lesson C.
Lesson C.
Yes.
Can you read lesson C? Can you read lesson C, please?
Okay. Organize your views with fears of all, etc. Show someone has a valid argument with expression like that's a good point.
Yes, excellent. Okay, same argument.
Argument.
One of the things I have told you before, it's use the linking, right? When you have like this, first of all, first of all, first
First
of
of
all,
all,
the T, you link the T with the O and the F with the O. First of all, etc.
okay.
Miss Judith, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, which
Yeah.
lesson seems more useful for you? Useful.
Excuse me.
Yes, I excuse you. Did you listen to me?
Ah,
Judith, did you hear the question?
um, no.
No, okay. Which lesson, Judith, which lesson A, B, C, or D
Ah, sí.
is more useful?
Lesson A.
Lesson A, can you read lesson A, please?
Talk about the legal age for activities using the past of modal verbs.
Yes, this is legal. Legal.
Legal.
Yes. All right. What about, let's see, I think somebody else is here. Claudia, you're here, Claudia, good morning.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, everybody.
All right, sorry. I have a concert last night.
How are you?
I have a concert in Mexico City, you know, with 10,000 people singing and screaming. It was a rock and roll concert. Claudia, which
Okay.
you know, you might see me in Facebook later. Which one seems more fun for you, Claudia? Which lesson?
Useful. More
Fun,
useful to me.
fun. Something fun to learn.
I don't understand that word, teacher. Fall?
Fun? F-U-N?
Oh, more fun. More fun. Okay.
Yes, more fun.
The letter D reads an article about privacy uses with smartphones.
Yes, maybe. Read an article about privacy issues.
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 You have a double S, issues with the smartphones.
Maybe more interesting.
Yeah, more interesting than fun, right? Excellent. Gabriel, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Yourself. Okay, let's see. Well, we are starting the unit 5, and let's continue, please.
Aquí. Ya molé la cosa.
What, who did?
Nada.
Ah.
Nothing.
All right. Before you begin, guys, do you have laws about these things in your country? What are they? We discussed about laws, right, before? Getting rid of the trash and recycling. Do we have it in Mexico? Well, I want you to read. I want you to read it. Let's see. Gabriel, can you read? Can you read
Yes,
number 1? Yes.
Before you buy, do you have law about these things in your country? What are they? Getting rid of trash and recycling.
Getting rid of trash and recycling.
Getting rid of trash and recycling?
All right, guys, do you understand the sentence, the statement? Getting rid of, it's a phrasal verb, right? And recycling. Yes, do you understand?
No.
Getting rid of is a phrasal verb. Trash. You know what trash is, right? Getting rid of is when you throw away something. In this case, we are talking about trash. Get rid of, like throwing away, dump it away. But you have to take the trash outside, the trash or the garbage. Trash and garbage is the same. You have to throw the garbage often, right? Do you understand that, Patty?
Yes.
Okay. Karina? Getting rid of trash and recycling. Do you understand the sentence?
The three are the law for 3R. Reciclar, reducir.
Right. We don't have a law here, but we start like, remember a few, what's like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, not using plastic bags.
Yes.
No straws, remember? No straws, popotes.
Sí.
Right. Straws, remember straws. The one you use when you drink, when you have a drink. Popote. We say popote in English, I mean in Mexico, but it's pitillo too, or sorbete. So you see the pictures here? At what age you can, let me see. Marla, can you read the second one, please? Marla, here.
At what age you can ride a motorcycle and what you have to wear?
Okay. What is your answer, Claudia? Do you know?
Yes, teacher.
At what age you can ride a motorcycle and what you have to wear?
What age? Maybe here in Mexico, at the age of 18. I don't know.
Yes. Do you have to wear something when you ride a motorcycle?
Of course, teacher. Let me check how to, I don't know how to say the word. Casco, I don't know.
Yeah, it's in this case, we use the word helmet.
You should use helmet, yes.
Helmet, yes, el casco. That's the most important, right? The helmet. Yeah. The helmet, and maybe in some places like USA, you have to use glasses.
Glasses.
Some of them, some, yes.
Helmet.
Is the same age to drive a car? Claudia?
What, teacher?
Is the same age when you drive a car to get a driver's license, or how old? Let's see.
I know the age for to drive a car is 18.
It's 18.
But I don't know the motorcycle. It's maybe the same. I don't know. What do you think, teacher?
Well, here in Mexico it's a little bit different, the age, but you must be 18, right? You have to have your INE,
Yes.
And to have your INE, you must be 18, right?
Uh-huh.
In the United States, kids are able to drive when they are 16, but they need a permit from their parents. Yes. So the 16 is okay, but they need a permit. At age, you can have it. We will see that different years, different ages. Then we have 21 when you can drink alcohol or you can do many things. All of this is in this lesson. Let me see. America, can you read number 3 here, please?
Yes. Wearing seat belts and using a cell phone in a car.
Yes, we have a law about that, right? Yes, we mentioned it before, seat belts, is mandatory. As I said, depending on the country. In Mexico, some people wear seat belts, some others don't care, right? But you have a lot of protection with a seat belt. The same when you use a cell phone and you're driving, it's dangerous. Why? Because you can crash, you can have an accident, or let me write here, or you can get a fine. You know what a fine is? That's a fine. You get a fine, or you get a ticket. Yeah. All right. Let's continue, please. Well, as you can see, we have different pictures here. Can you describe, Gabriel, can you describe this picture, number 1? What is the guy doing? Gabriel? Gabriel, are you there?
Yes.
Can you describe picture number 1 here? Gabriel?
Yes. Mm, the driver and um, driving and listen the radio.
Yeah, he's listening the radio, but you see he's driving, and what do you see? Patty, what do you see in the guy that he shouldn't be doing?
He is choosing the song probably.
Yeah, but he's driving, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're driving, but you are paying attention. But what do you see in the guy? What is he wearing?
He needs paying attention for. Yeah, he needs pay attention.
Yeah, well, he needs to pay attention, but what is he wearing? He's wearing this, you see?
He needs a seat belt.
He's wearing earphones.
Earphones.
You are not supposed to wear earphones while you are driving. Why? Because you cannot listen, right? Your environment. So that's against law in some places. As I say, in Mexico is a little bit different when we talk about law. What about Karina, this lady? What is she doing?
He's drinking coffee, maybe.
Yeah, he might be drinking coffee, right?
And she put attention on the street.
She pays attention.
Yes,
Pays attention. Yes, he's focused right on the driving.
yes.
Okay. America, what do you see in this picture?
Yes, what picture?
The third and the corner, right in the corner.
Oh yeah,
Upper right side.
it's a great message and for the people reflection.
Okay.
They when they drive, don't drink and drive.
Yes, because you see the car, right?
Yes, the car is destroyed.
It's destroying, yes. The picture below, Julio, what is this guy or this lady, I don't know, doing? This picture. Here. Julio, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You describe this picture. What is he doing?
Is watch the cell phone?
Yeah, he's texting, right? He might be texting. It seems like he's texting. Okay, what about Julio? What about this lady here in the middle?
Yes.
What is she doing?
Um, he she she talk the cell phone.
Yes, she's talking on the phone.
She's talk.
Yes, but she's speaking on the phone. Let me see. Great. I see some. We have Luis is here too. Luis, good morning.
Morning, teacher.
Okay. It's 9:43 right now. Let's continue. Remember, guys, 9 is we begin the class at 9. 9:10 is the most is the latest. Is you don't want to have a tardiness. 9:10. Please, 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 please. We have more other pictures here. You see the car? With a lot of stuff here. That's in Mexico, I guess. So, of course, right, you are stopped by the police. Okay, Luis, we have law and order. We're talking about law and orders. We discuss what laws are. Can you read, please, Luis, the vocabulary we have here? We have a picture on your right side, on your left side.
Yes, teacher. And jail.
Jail.
handcuff,
Handcuffs, yes.
badge,
Badge,
detective,
detective,
policeman, policewoman,
yes,
inmate,
yes,
siren,
yes,
mm, bungler,
burglar,
fingerprint,
fingerprint, yes. Those are some words you need to learn about this lesson. Karina, can you read the other here? The vocabulary, please.
Yes.
Crime and punishment. Here.
Crime and punishment. Teacher, can you make a little song, please? Thank you. Defendant,
Defendant.
defendant, suspect, police officer, detective,
This is police officer and this is detective.
police. Okay, police officer, detective,
Yes.
gun, fingerprint,
Mm-hmm.
badge, yeah, badge,
Badge.
badge, handcuffs,
Handcuff.
handcuffs,
Handcuff.
handcuffs, defense, attorney,
Defense attorney.
defense attorney. Oh my god, I can see these letters. Cross representative,
Call reporter.
crowd reporter, and judge.
Judge. Okay, this is just an example of some vocabulary.
Yes.
Learn. All right, finally, we have the lesson A, the same rules and regulations. Okay, we have the first. We talked about this at the beginning. At what age can you do the following things in your country? Drive a car. I asked Claudia and she said 18, right? Drive a car, you see. Get a credit card. How old you must be?
18 years.
18 years too, right? You need
Yes.
you need the ID, the government
Yes.
ID. Get a part-time job.
15 years.
15?
Yes, maybe yes.
Well, depends on the job, right?
Yes.
Because if you're going to sell quesadillas at the beach, so there's no problem for that.
El vato.
Yeah, I know. But it's not a formal.
Oiga, eso suena muy feo.
It's not a formal job. It's a job, of course.
Yes, maybe.
It's a job. What about getting married? In Mexico, it's different in Mexico than in other
Yes.
countries. You see this kid, this baby, this girl?
It's a little baby.
She's like 10 or 12. And she
Yes.
looks old.
For example, here in Guerrero State, I know in the mountain of Tlapa, something like that, the girls married at 11 or 10 years old because she needs have your first rule, and she make a new woman.
Oh,
It's
well,
weird ideas, but it's very weird.
yeah, I know.
I don't like it.
This one seems not in Mexico. This picture seems more like Pakistan or something. Pakistan is different. Most of the Asian
India?
countries is they choose your husband for you. Sometimes
Yes.
you're young and they choose someone. They choose
Yes.
your husband. You're gonna get married with this guy, and that's it. You don't have opinion. Okay. See a violent movie.
13 years.
13. 13?
13?
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
For the movie for classification for uh, B1?
No, but I
I
am
don't remember the,
talking
the
about this
classification.
kind of movie.
The kind of movie.
Rated. R is a must, right? R.
Yes.
Okay. Clavia, what do you think? What do you think about leaving kids watch a violent movie? Is that okay in Mexico?
Okay.
I
It's
mean, sometimes in the movies, right? When you go to the movies, kids are not allowed. But what about at home?
at home, as my case, at home when my children was little, I didn't like to that they were watching movies, violent movies or terror
Violent
movies,
movies?
but maybe when they are were in another house,
Uh-huh.
they watch it, that movies. But for I don't like it. I I think that the violent movies makes um, a violent children.
Do you think so? Let's see, Patty, do you think if you watch a violent movie, you as a person could be violent too?
Yes, but not at all. You can get ideas from that kind of movie for doing these kind of things.
Yes. Some remember some things that has happened that have happened in the United States when the shooting. Remember the shooting when a guy goes to a school and starts shooting the people.
Yes.
That's because they have seen movies like that. They have the ideas from the movies, right? So that's quite impressive. For example, a 20-year-old kid goes to a school and start killing people. Why? Because I don't know. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them, or I don't know. But that's goes to the extreme.
Yes, they need the help of their parents to form the
Yes,
behavior.
of course. Sometimes the parent don't even have an idea, right? What's wrong with the kid? That's why we have to pay attention to our kids. Everything, everything. I know sometimes kids. I mean, I am talking when I say kids, it's because they are 18, 19. They are still teenagers, right? And they don't like, but you have to pay attention if you want them to be good kids. Uh, vote in an election. Gabriel, what age do you think vote in an election? We're talking about ages. Remember, the plural of age is ages. Gabriel, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Last one, please. Vote in an election. What age you should be? Gabriel, are you there?
Yes, 1 moment, teacher. Uh, 18, no, 13 years.
13?
Er,
Is that in Mexico? You are able to vote when you are 13?
eighteen, 18.
18. Yes, 18 years old because you need your ID. Your ID is your INE, right? Okay, let me ask you something else. Well, not Gabriel, everybody. Let me see if you understand this question. What's the age of majority in many countries? When we are talking about age of majority, is when you are able, when you can do many things like this, like to vote, right? What else you can do with when you're 18? Karina.
Well, maybe drink beer, buy cigarettes, maybe.
Okay. Drink beer and buy cigarette. That's nice.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
That's accurate.
Yes.
Okay, America. What else you can do when you're 18? We say 18 is the age of majority in Mexico, right?
Yes.
What
I
else you can do besides drinking beers and buying cigarettes?
mm, I think the um outside in the night for the
What do you mean outside in the night?
for the uh for the disco, or how do you say?
What do you mean?
When you go with
You
your
can stay out
friends
late?
to the dance? Yes.
Stay out late. Yes, that's what you mean?
Yes.
Just because you're 18, you can stay out late? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go to the
Or
disco.
Clubs, not disco,
Clubs.
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 Clubs, bars, right? You can get in a bar. They always ask for ID, right? Clubs, bars, mostly because, why? Because they sell
Concerts.
alcohol. Remember, alcohol, it's the same when if you don't want to use the word alcohol, you can use this word, booze. When we say booze, means all the drinks with alcohol, so you don't have to use the word alcohol. For example, if I ask you, do you have some booze? It means you have anything with alcohol, right? Could be wine, could be beer or whatever. Yes? The same if I ask you, do you sell booze? Same. If we go to a place, do you sell booze? The word booze means everything that is alcoholic. Yes? Keep those words
Yes.
for your vocabulary. Booze, booze. Booze is also a verb. To booze. When you say, for example, let's booze, means let's drink, right? Or I need some booze, etc. Anyway, let's continue, please. Okay, let's pay attention. Let's listen and pay attention. Then you listen and take notes. Listen to the interviews above or below. What 5 things do people talk about? What 5 things do people talk about? Do they think 18 is the right age to start doing these things? Pay attention to the message, to the instruction. Marla, can you read the instructions again, please?
Letter B.
Yes.
Listen to the interviews about. What 5 things do the people talk about? Do you think 18 is the right age to start doing these things?
All right. Please, you can listen first, and then you're going to take notes. You're going to write, but pay attention, please. Here you go.
Page 44, Unit 5, Law and Order. Lesson A, Rules and Regulations. 1. Getting started. B. Listen to the interviews above. What 5 things do the people talk about? Do they think 18 is the right age to start doing these things?
The age of majority. In many countries, the law permits you to engage in new activities at the age of 18. We asked people what they think about 18 as the age of majority. When you turn 18, you can go see an R-rated movie, a movie that's restricted to adults. What do you think about that? Bill Hughes.
What do I think? Well, I think the law ought to be changed. 18 is too young. Actually, I think R-rated movies should be banned altogether. They're far too violent.
Do you think you should be able to get married before you're 18? Maya Diaz. No way. In fact, you shouldn't be allowed to get married until you're at least 21 or even older. Then there might be fewer divorces. Actually, I think a law should be passed that says if you want to get married, you have to take marriage classes first. You can get your own credit card at the age of 18. Is this too young? Jared Blake.
I don't think so. I mean, young people have to be given their freedom at some point. You know, they ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things. They can always learn from their mistakes.
Do you think you should be allowed to vote at 18? Aiko Nakano. I guess. I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not vote? It's too bad more young people don't vote, though. I think everyone should be made to vote. The legal age for most things is 18, but in many places you can drive at 16. Is that a good idea, do you think? Pat Johnson. I must say, I've always thought 16 is too young. Too many teenagers get involved in traffic accidents, and something really must be done about it. The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that.
All right. One more time, please. Remember, no books, no books, just listen and write down your answers. 5 things that people talk about. Okay, that's what you have to pay attention. One more time.
Page 44, Unit 5, Law and Order. Lesson A, Rules and Regulations. 1. Getting started. B. Listen to the interviews above. What 5 things do the people talk about? Do they think 18 is the right age to start doing these things?
The age of majority. In many countries, the law permits you to engage in new activities at the age of 18. We asked people what they think about 18 as the age of majority. When you turn 18, you can go see an R-rated movie, a movie that's restricted to adults. What do you think about that? Bill Hughes.
What do I think? Well, I think the law ought to be changed. 18 is too young. Actually, I think R-rated movies should be banned altogether. They're far too violent.
Do you think you should be able to get married before you're 18? Maya Diaz. No way. In fact, you shouldn't be allowed to get married until you're at least 21 or even older. Then there might be fewer divorces. Actually, I think a law should be passed that says if you want to get married, you have to take marriage classes first. You can get your own credit card at the age of 18. Is this too young? Jared Blake.
I don't think so. I mean, young people have to be given their freedom at some point. You know, they ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things. They can always learn from their mistakes.
Do you think you should be allowed to vote at 18? Aiko Nakano. I guess. I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not vote? It's too bad more young people don't vote, though. I think everyone should be made to vote. The legal age for most things is 18, but in many places you can drive at 16. Is that a good idea, do you think? Pat Johnson. I must say, I've always thought 16 is too young. Too many teenagers get involved in traffic accidents, and something really must be done about it. The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Do you have some answers or you want to listen again?
I have answers.
All right. Let's see. Marla, tell me 5 of the things, or give me one of the things that people talk about.
The people talk about the legal aid and the
Yes.
things you are doing,
Yes, the things you
like
can do.
and then
The things you can do at age. For
drive
example.
drive a car and boat and part-time job.
Okay. Excellent. Anyone? Anyone wants to say something?
The woman says the people don't marry very young because it's a cause. How do you say causa in
Cause.
English? Cause?
Cause, like because.
Cause. Well, okay. Because they did action made a lot of divorce.
Well, there should be that. She said that it should be easier, right? Not
Yes.
easier, but many young people get divorced at that age.
Yes.
Anyone else wants to say something about one of the things they mentioned or they talk about?
Get a credit card.
All right, Patty, do they say it's okay to be 18 to get a credit card or not?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, they say it's okay, right? Because they can get more responsibilities and they can learn. Yes?
Yes.
America, what do you think?
The majority the age is for the 18.
18, yes.
Yes, and for example, they get married 18 or in other place 16 years, depends.
Yes. All right, Luis, what do you think? What do they say about movies? The age for movies.
The guy said that 18 is too young to see that movies.
Yes, 18 is too young for the R-rated movies. Okay, Julio, what do they say about driving? The age for driving, the legal age for driving.
Mm. She is very young for driving.
Who is very young?
Yes.
What's the age, the legal age to drive? Julio?
Yes.
What's the legal age to drive? Remember, we are talking about some places, some countries where they have a specific age, right? Let's say we are talking about Mexico now. What's the legal age to drive here in Mexico?
16.
16 maybe
16?
with the parents' permission.
Yes. True. Okay, one more time. Listen and read along. Okay. Listen and read along.
Page 44, Unit 5, Law and Order. Lesson A, Rules and Regulations. 1. Getting started.
Give me 1 second, please.
B. Listen to the interviews above. What 5 things do the people talk about? Do they think 18 is the right age to start doing these things?
The age of majority. In many countries, the law permits you to engage in new activities at the age of 18. We asked people what they think about 18 as the age of majority. When you turn 18, you can go see an R-rated movie, a movie that's restricted to adults. What do you think about that? Bill Hughes.
What do I think? Well, I think the law ought to be changed. 18 is too young. Actually, I think R-rated movies should be banned altogether. They're far too violent.
Do you think you should be able to get married before you're 18? Maya Diaz.
No way. In fact, you shouldn't be allowed to get married until you're at least 21 or even older. Then there might be fewer divorces. Actually, I think a law should be passed that says if you want to get married, you have to take marriage classes first.
You can get your own credit card at the age of 18. Is this too young? Jared Blake.
I don't think so. I mean, young people have to be given their freedom at some point. You know, they ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things. They can always learn from their mistakes.
Do you think you should be allowed to vote at 18? Aiko Nakano.
I guess. I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not vote? It's too bad more young people don't vote, though. I think everyone should be made to vote.
The legal age for most things is 18, but in many places you can drive at 16. Is that a good idea, do you think? Pat Johnson.
I must say, I've always thought 16 is too young. Too many teenagers get involved in traffic accidents, and something really must be done about it. The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that.
Okay, excellent. As you read, you have to pay attention to some of the verbs. Get passive. Remember I said get passive at the beginning? Like, sorry, modal in passive, like here. Should be banned, right? R-rated movies should be banned altogether. You can find more here. You shouldn't be allowed. That's also passive with modal. Shouldn't. You also have to pay attention when you use get married in this case. Okay, do you see another one? Another passive here?
Should we pass it that says?
Where here?
Yes.
Actually, I think a law should be passed, right? Should be passed that says. What about this one? Do you see another modal in passive?
Teacher.
Yes.
Ought to is similar should, no?
It should, yes, same meaning. But ought to or oughta be changed when used in conversation. It's more formal. It is not as common as should, but it's the same. It's more like obligation. Okay, here, what about Jarek Blake? Do you see another modal in passive?
Have to be given.
Young people have to be given their freedom at some point. You know, they ought to be encouraged. Oughta or ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances. What about Aiko Nakano? Well, you should have a one here in the question. Do you think you should be allowed
Should be made to vote?
should be made to vote? Okay, Julio, help me with the last one, please.
Yes. The legal age for most things is 18. But in many places you can drive at 16. Is that a good idea? Do you think? I must say yes.
Hold on, thank you for reading, but I am asking you find the modal in passive.
Oh,
or you see
there are many accidents when you are very young. So you better drive at the age of 18 or 21.
Okay, I don't know if you understood my question. I must say we are looking for modals in passive.
I must say I always thought 16 is too young. Too many teenagers get involved in traffic accidents, and something really must be done about it. The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that.
All right, you read this? We are looking just for modal in passive, right?
Teacher.
Alina, yes?
Is
Could it?
the unsounded really mouse be done about this model?
Where is it?
And something
Something
must be done
yes,
about
well, something must be done about it.
About it.
Yes, that's the point. To find modals with passive, must be, should be done, should be listened, should be approved, should be allowed. You know, when we use a modal, be, and then the verb. Okay, let's see what time it is. It's 10:24. Let's do some reading, please. Claudia, could you read Bill Hughes, number 1?
Sure. The question 2?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay.
Bill Hughes.
Yes, when you turn 18, you can go see an R-rated movie, a movie that restricted to adults. What do you think about that? What do I think? Well, I think the law ought to be changed. 18 is too young. Actually, I think R-rated movies should be banned altogether. Altogether, they're far too violent. Bill Hughes.
Excellent, thank you. Luis, Maya Diaz, please.
Hmm. Do you think you should be able to get married before you're 18? No way. In fact, you shouldn't be allowed to get married until you're at least 21 or even older. Then there might be fewer divorces. Actually, I think a law should be passed that says if you want to get married, you have to take marriage classes first.
Yes, excellent, thank you. Gabriel, Harriet Blake.
You can get your own credit card at the age of 18. Is this too young? I don't think so. I mean, young people should be given their freedom at 21 to know their own to be empowered to make their own finance and think they can always learn from their mistakes.
Okay. This is, what number is this, Gabriel? What number is this?
18.
18, yes. Okay. Just finances. Finances.
Finances.
This is plural. Excellent. Icona Cano, America.
Yes. Do you think you should be allowed to vote at 18? I guess. I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not vote? It's too bad more young people don't vote. Don't I think everyone should be made to vote?
Yes. Just remember it's allowed.
Allowed.
Be allowed to vote at 18. Excellent. Thank you. Last one, Pat Johnson. Put it.
The legal age for most drink is 18, but in many places you can drive it. 16, is that a good idea? Do you think? I must say I overdone 16 is too young. Too many teenagers get involved in traffic accidents, and something really must be done about it. The legal age for living could easy be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that. Jackson.
Okay, great. Just is driving.
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 All right, you need to practice a little bit more with reading. This is legal, no legal. Legal.
Legal.
Como el café, así, es legal. Parece legal, right? Café legal. This is legal. The legal age for most things is 18, but in many places you can drive at 16. Is that a good idea, do you think? Remember when you read, I tell you because we are in level 4, right? When you read, uh, you must give the intonation or the linking when you're reading.
Okay. Mhm.
It doesn't sound like too monotonous, like eso. And try to fix, please, those words, mispronounced words. But you're not too bad, you're okay, you're good. Just read more. You need to read more. Whatever you find on the internet, on Facebook in English, try to read. Do not never stop reading. Okay, we have some questions to be discussed. You have to discuss with a partner here. Number 1, Julio, can you read?
Yes, teacher. They should fund rather movies.
They should ban?
They should ban R or rate movies.
Yes, they should ban R-rated movies. Marla, number 2.
They should allow you to get married until you're 21.
Yes, they shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Yes, shouldn't. Number 3, Patty.
You have to give young people their freedom at some point.
Yes, Claudia, 4.
They could easily change the legal age for driving to 18.
America, 5.
They ought to encourage young people to manage their own finances.
Okay, guys, let's practice this speaking. Discuss with your partner. Do you agree with these views? Let's practice your English with a nice conversation with your partner. Please, let's do it in teams. So we are 9, you're 9. Who is missing today? Let me take my list. I think it's only Rosa Isela, right? Okay, Luis, Marla, Patti, Claudia, America, Gaby, Karina. Oh, Areli and Rosa Isela. Give me 1 second. That's excellent. Oh, not excellent because I only here, but okay, we have team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4. Yes, go ahead, please, and discuss with your partner all these statements. Do you agree? You don't? Why?
Teacher. Cerré la aplicación por accidente.
All right, let's see. We have some of you in the main room. We have Judith, Karina, Luis, and Patty. Great. I could hear you discussing or giving your opinions about these questions. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We're going to listen the grammar part, the passive of modal verbs. Okay, that's the topic of this lesson. The passive of modal verbs. Please pay attention. You listen first, listen to the audio first, and then we will discuss it in detail.
Page 45. 2. Grammar. The passive of modal verbs. The passive of modal verbs for the present is modal verb plus be plus past participle. R-rated movies should be banned.
You shouldn't be allowed to marry at 18.
They have to be given their freedom.
The legal age could easily be changed.
Something must be done about it.
The law ought to be changed.
Hold on. One more time.
Page 45. 2. Grammar. The passive of modal verbs. The passive of modal verbs for the present is modal verb plus be plus past participle. R-rated movies should be banned.
You shouldn't be allowed to marry at 18.
They have to be given their freedom.
The legal age could easily be changed.
Something must be done about it.
The law ought to be changed.
All right. Questions about this, please?
Teacher.
Yes. Go ahead.
I need to practice the modal verbs because I get confused.
Yes, remember modal verbs. We have, like in this lesson, we have should, right? We have could, we have must, we have might. What else? We have would. But in this lesson, we have been seeing should, mostly should for this kind of context. We have been seeing should, and must. So, Luis, the form of the passive, we saw the passive last lesson, is the same. But in this one, we include the modal. Remember, for the passive, we have to use the verb plus past participle, right? So in this case, when we are using modals, we don't have problems with the. Why? Because we use the. We don't use was or where, right? So we use only like, for example, you should be done by 1 p.m. Let's say Luis must be give me an example. You should be done by 1 p.m. We are using the modal here. Should be done. We have the three elements. Should, the modal. Remember, we can use any of these. Or as I was saying, you can use ahora. Yeah, this is ahora or ought to. Ahora is very informal. Ahora. That's most in conversations. Ahora. Ahora. Ought to. Ought to. So, but it's also a modal. This is also a modal. So the basic the rule for the passive with modals is modal, verb be, and past participle. But you need to practice, of course. So we will continue practicing this. We have more exercises. So remember, when we have exercises, when we do exercises, it's easier. Like this one, for example. Okay, let's read here. America, can you read this part, please? Right.
Yes,
Must.
must means have to in 10% of its uses. In this meaning, it is often used in expressions like I must admit and I must say. 90% of the use of must are for speculation. Things must be hard for couples who marry young.
Yes, you see the difference, 10% and 90%. This is admit, admit, I must admit.
Admit.
10% is have to, I must go to the school, I must go to the school, or the other 90% is for speculation. We have this exercise. Okay, Karina, can you read example number 1, please?
Of course, teacher. Number 1. They should ban plastic shopping bags. Plastic shopping bags should be banned.
Yes. Do you understand the verb ban?
No.
Anyone? Ban?
What,
Yes.
teacher?
The verb ban. B-A-N.
Yes.
Yes, Luis. America, do you know what ban is? Ban? Sometimes remember, if you don't know the meaning in Spanish, you don't have to know in Spanish, but you need to know the meaning by the context. Sometimes it's difficult when you don't, let's say, you have the idea in English, like say ban, I don't know the ban in Spanish, but by the context, ban means prohibit, right? Prohibit. So we have the first example. Let me see, we have 5 minutes before the break, but we take the time to finish this exercise. Number 2.
Teacher, so what's mean back? Sorry.
Yes, I said prohibit. Prohibit, Karina.
Sorry. Thank you.
Number 2, Patty, can you do number 2?
They oughta stop employers from reading employees' personal emails. Hmm.
Okay, let's do something. Let's do something. In this case, we are gonna exchange ideas with your classmates, your partner, so you can help each other. Let's try to do it fast, 5 minutes, and then we go on break. Go to the breakout rooms, please, and help each other. Yes?
Teacher, me sacó.
I see. Hold on 1 second, please. I see you here. Bueno, yo no te saqué, ¿verdad? Give me 1 second. You are here. Yes, go ahead. Okay, you're coming back. Well, good news. It's 11:06. We take a break. 11:20, 11:31.
Okay.
All right, let's have a good lunch.
Thank you so much.
With bolillos. Me deben los bolillos por ahí, chicos,
Mañana, profe, mañana cheleamos y se los llevo.
Con relleno. Okay. See you later.
See you.
Enjoy.
So find to find for making noise after midnight.
Okay, one more time. So,
People ought to be fined.
Find the adjective. Find.
Find for making noise after midnight. For making noise after midnight.
Night. No, my meet. Julio?
Yes.
Midnight.
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 Okay, midnight.
Right, number 7. Let's see. Karina, are you there?
Okay, sorry. I don't hear you. Movies. Movies with violence inside. Okay. Shouldn't be making.
Shouldn't be.
Be make it. Made.
8.
Sorry.
Movies with violent scenes. Violent scenes.
Violent scenes.
No, it's scene. Scene.
Scenes. Okay, scenes.
Violent scenes.
Scenes. Shouldn't or should not.
Shouldn't be
Shouldn't be made.
made.
Thank you.
All right, good.
Si nos sale bien, Julio.
8. America.
Yes. People couldn't be.
People. They could encourage people. Okay, read the active voice, please. Number 8, first. America, read the sentence. The active voice.
Okay, and passive voice.
Now this is active. The first one, they could encourage people to stop smoking if there were more anti-smoking laws. People
People could people
could, no suena la L, no L, could, no L, could. What do you need after could?
Stop it.
No.
No.
Encourage.
No. But it's one of the most important in the passive.
Stop it. Stop it smoking.
Could be.
We
stopped.
Encourage. Encourage with a D. This is different. Simple form, past participle. Yes? People could encourage. Continue.
To stop smoking.
No smoking. Smoking. To stop smoking.
Smoking.
Yes.
If there were more anti-smoking laws.
If there were blah 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 more anti-smoking law, no law,
laws,
laws, laws.
Yes.
Sometimes the W is not very clear. Laws. Number 9, Luis.
Yes, teacher. They have to do something about people who download music legally. Something should be had about people who download music illegally.
Okay, here you have a active voice, right? They have to do something about people who download music illegally. So here, the model
Something.
we have to, right?
Yes.
Up to. So if you change it into passive, with something is very similar to, there is one like here, somewhere. Here. Like number 3. It's similar to number 3. Something, if we change have to, how we say? Luis, something
Something has
something has to be, yes. Past participle
done.
to
Done.
done, yes. Something has to be done.
About people who download music.
About people who download music illegally. Excellent. Okay, let's see number 10. Who wants to do number 10?
Me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Children. Children shouldn't to be allowed to quiet school until they are 18.
Okay, Julio, repeat one more time. Children.
Children shouldn't.
Children shouldn't, not shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
No L, no L, shouldn't.
Shouldn't to be.
No, why to be?
Allowed.
No, shouldn't. After modals or auxiliaries, you don't use to, remember. Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
Yes.
Allowed.
Not to. Shouldn't be.
Allowed.
Allowed. Allowed.
Allowed.
Allowed. Shouldn't be allowed. This is a past participle of allow. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, it's because I was like smelling some gas. I said, really? But it's not me. Anyway, just try to remember the past participle of the verbs. So that's very important. Children shouldn't be allowed
To quiet school until.
to quit.
To quit until.
To quit schools.
Schools until they are 18.
Okay, school, to quit school until they are 18. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Just remember, yeah, good job.
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm sorry, how is the sentences number 6?
Oh yeah, we need to do that one, right?
Yes.
Okay, who wants to do number 6? We miss it. Maru, yeah, Maru. No, Rosicela.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Try.
Something must be done.
Yes, something must be done.
Something must be done. About speeding on freeways.
Speeding on freeways. Well, now that you mentioned, well, in the example, the exercise says speeding. When we were talking about law, we didn't mention speeding. What speeding? Remember when we were talking about those laws for cars?
Yes.
We didn't mention speeding. Does anybody know what speeding is?
Yes, it's fast, no? Like fast?
Yes, when you drive fast, speeding. Speeding, that's why sometimes, especially in the United States, you can get a ticket or a fine if you are speeding. You are going too fast over the speed limit, right? Let's say the speed limit is 60 and you are driving 80 miles per hour. So you are, say, speeding. You are speeding. The police tells you you are speeding. That's why you having a ticket.
Okay.
Other regulations for traffic, right? For cars. All right, excellent job. Give me 1 second, please. All right, our next exercise in the book is speak naturally. We are going to practice this saying conversational expressions. Listen and repeat the sentences above, these ones. So you have to notice how the expressions in bold, the ones in red letter, are said more quickly, even the speaker is speaking slowly. Like, I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not both? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know, they are to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things. The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21, something like that, or something like that. So one of the practice in English when you're learning English is how to speak, to have a natural conversation when you link the words and you speak in a form, in a way that sounds like faster, not faster, but like one sound. Please pay attention, and then let's practice.
Page 45. 3. Speaking naturally. Saying conversational expressions. A. Listen and repeat the sentences above. Notice how the expressions in bold are said more quickly, even when the speaker is speaking slowly.
I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not vote? You know what I mean?
You know, they ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things.
The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that.
Okay, let's listen one more time.
Page 45. 3. Speaking naturally. Saying conversational expressions. A. Listen and repeat the sentences above. Notice how the expressions in bold are said more quickly, even when the speaker is speaking slowly.
I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not vote? You know what I mean?
You know, they ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things.
The legal age for driving could easily be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that.
Okay, let's see. Who wants to practice this exercise? Yes, who says me?
Patty.
Patty? Patty? Karina said Patty.
Okay, I mean, you can do everything else at 18. Why not both? You know what I mean?
Yes, you know what I mean? One sound, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Okay. Claudia, second one.
You know, they ought to be encouraged to manage their own finances and things.
All right, good. Rosicela, last one.
Yes, teacher. The legal age for driving could easily be changed for 18 or 20 or 20th or something like that.
Yeah, it could be changed to 18 or 21 or something like that. Yeah, just here in this section is, I mean, you know what I mean,
You know,
and things, or something like that, or something like that. It's just how fast you speak of the sound. Sounds quickly.
Something like that, or something like that.
Okay, group work. This is two groups. Discuss the questions in the interviews on page 44. Use the conversational expressions about. Then decide on. 3 laws that should be passed. 3 things that, okay, let me see. Luis, can you read number 1?
3 laws that should be passed.
Okay, let's talk about that. That should be a discussion. What do you think? What laws should be passed? We were talking about this one, right?
About the early movies?
The X-rated movie, yes. We are talking about these laws. Another one?
Yet,
Who did?
get a part-time job.
Part-time job?
Uh-huh.
Younger or older? For kids?
Younger.
Younger, okay. Anybody else? We have to lose the X-rated movies.
Better salaries.
Better salaries. That should be by law, right? What's the minimum wage in Mexico? The minimum.
Oh, I think it's like, I don't know, teacher. Maybe in this zone, 55 pesos.
55 pesos per hour?
Yes, no, but yes, per hour. It's the minimal.
An hour. Or a whole, how do you say?
It's because, if you in Mexico, if you work 8 hours per day, you should you won, no? You win
No,
150 pesos. 150 pesos for 8 hours a day.
It's very true.
150 pesos for one.
Yes. For 8 hours. For 8 hours.
For 8 hours. Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's say
You win maybe
it's
1,500 pesos each 15 days.
18
Really, that's
pesos,
true.
18 pesos an hour. Wow. Uh, Rosicela, in English is not win. Win is also ganar, but it's something different. We say
Yes.
Earn.
Earn.
Yes. Or if you want to say earn, you can say make.
Okay.
They make.
You earn 18 pesos an hour per
Wow,
hour.
that's nothing.
Yes.
I mean, how you can survive with 150 pesos for 1 day for 8 hours? That's nothing. And of course, those people who have family. Wow. Uh, Marla, can you read second one, please? Here.
3 things that people should be encouraged to do.
Should.
Should. Should.
Should. 3 things.
To make exercise.
Exercise.
Yes.
That should be by law, right?
Yes, we need to do it.
Out.
Work out.
Yeah. What else?
Drive very well.
Well, drivers.
Good drivers.
To have a driver's license, exam, you must have an exam. You don't do an exam in Mexico. You just pay.
Yes.
In United States, you need to pass an exam. Or, practice on your car and you have a written exam. If you fail some questions, you are not able to have a driver's license. They are very strict with driving. Another thing that people should be encouraged to do. Trash, right? You know what trash is?
Yes.
Trash or garbage.
Yes.
What should we do with trash? Any ideas? What about the trash problem? We need a law for trash.
It's a big problem, but nobody do anything.
Yeah, nobody does anything. But the question is, please, for everybody, what should the government do? What kind of law? Give me some ideas.
Recycle.
Right. Recycling should be by law, right?
Yes.
Recycle.
Reduce.
By law.
Reduce.
Like there they give you like two places where to dump the garbage.
There's a rule, no? 3 R's, the 3 R's rule. Recycle, reduce, I don't know how to say reutilizar. Reduce.
You say reduce? What reduce?
Reducir.
Oh, reduce.
Yes. Y reutilizar, no sé cómo se dice.
Recycle.
No, recycle es reciclar, ¿no?
Right.
Reducir, reciclar y me falta reutilizar.
Reduce, recycle, reduce. I guess that's the one you say.
Teacher.
Yes.
Another plants trees.
Yes.
Plant trees. Yes. That's something that that people should be encouraged to do, right? To plant trees.
Keep save the life of animals.
Care animal.
Animal care.
Care.
Yes, animal care, sorry.
Yeah.
People should be grown on its food, growing up or grown.
Harvest or cultivate, right?
Yes.
Well, we are in Mexico and everything is possible because we have all the weather, the environment. Um, what do you think about, for example, I have realized in Mexico we have, well, here in Acapulco where I am right now, the dogs poop.
Yes.
They don't pick it
Because
up. They don't pick it up, right?
no,
There should be a law for
people don't have this culture, no?
Yeah, they say clean.
To pick up the poo
Clean
from
up.
its dogs.
Yeah, you have to take care of that after. If they poo, clean. But you see some people in the main avenue or wherever, they don't care. So it's not, it's part of the, there should be a law for that.
And you know, teacher, yesterday I was talking with a cousin, and she has got a chihuahua, a little chihuahua, and she said that maybe her chihuahua it was pregnant, but there are a lot of dogs without house, without food. I think it's not responsible to do this, not have a lot of pets.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she said something strange. She says, but that's cute to have little puppies, no? Or to have puppies, it's cute. It's the cute thing. Eso es lo bonito, ¿no? Que tener a los perritos. ¿Cómo va a ser bonito, teacher?
Well,
Si hay una sobrepoblación, if you sell and it's not a good, no good culture for Mexicans.
You have a lot of kids and you don't take care of your kids, your children, right? Best quality instead of quantity, right?
Yes.
So that's why it's very important. Only if you have only one dog, but you take care of that dog very well, instead of having 5 dogs.
Yes.
All right, let's do last thing, last question, last statement. Gabriel, can you read the last one, please?
Three things people ought to be allowed to do.
Okay, can you read again?
Three things people ought to be allowed to do.
Okay, allowed to do, allowed.
Allowed to do.
Yes. Okay, give me some examples, guys, ideas. 3 things people ought to be allowed to do. Julio.
Teacher, what's mean out to? I forgot it.
Should. It's very similar to should.
Thank you.
All right. Any ideas? Three things people ought to be allowed to do. Well, remember, well, in this country, Mexico, many things are allowed.
Change the should change the age for driving for drive.
Change the I think also people, that's my idea. People should be allowed to have a job. No, I would say to be hired after 40 years old. Because it's one of the problems here in Mexico, the age. If you are 35, that's your life. You're old. You cannot work anymore, right? I don't want to say 40 or 45. The age is very important here in Mexico. It's one of the things I found. Why there's some restriction for the age. I mean, you cannot find a job if you are 38, 39, 40, right? And that's not fair, but that's the law. And they always say, oh, they are hiring people. It has to be from 20 to 28 years old. Do you agree?
Yes.
That the age in Mexico is very important to be higher.
Sorry, teacher, I can't understand because the internet doesn't work. It was cutting.
Okay. What do you think, Claudia?
Okay, maybe the companies have to be allowed to admit the people doesn't have experience. You know, all the companies ask for experience, a year for experience.
Right.
And the question is, how do people have experience if the company doesn't admit?
Yeah, if the company don't hire, let's see, it's kind of weird, funny because okay,
Yes.
people from 20 to 30 with 10 years experience. I mean, you were 10 years old when you start working. That's not possible.
And you are old.
Uh-huh.
You don't get a job. And you don't get a job.
Right, right. I tell you this because in the United States, again, talking about that, people are 60, 65, 70 years old and they are working in restaurants, stores, everywhere. The law protects a lot. The seniors are protected. They are called seniors, right? The old people. And they take good care of all people. So that's the difference. The laws are different, Mexico and the United States, so they are the laws, right? Those are the laws we have here. That's something that you realize the difference in culture about the law. The first step in a different country, like the first step when I was in the United States or in Cuba or in Puerto Rico, the law is different in every place. Well, but we have to deal with that. So as you know, every country has different laws. So anyway, It's 12:15 right now, and we're going to continue with the next lesson. Do you have any questions about the modal with passive? No? No questions? Okay, give me just 1 second, please. Okay, let me just. Okay, let's play this. Let's do this activity game. Say the word we have played before. Answer the questions to make a path across the board. So to advance, here you need to answer. You know that? So let's start with the easy. It's about vocabulary. What kind of movie is not appropriate for children?
Rated.
Right.
R-rated.
R-rated.
What do you call the period of time criminal can stay out of prison if she behaves well?
Probation.
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 What describes someone who does what they are supposed to do?
Intrusive.
Ban.
What do you call money you pay for committing a minor offense?
Sentence.
Fine. That's what I said at the beginning, a fine, una multa.
Ban.
What do you use to cut things?
Knife.
Knife.
Nice. Excellent. Please, everyone. Gabriel, Luis, Julio. What criminal kills people?
Murder.
Murder.
Orderer.
What do you call writing on walls?
Graffiti.
Graffiti.
You read the sentence, the questions, and answer, please.
So, life 13?
Vandalism.
Burglary.
No?
No?
No.
What word means make a criminal suffer?
Arrest.
Punish. Punish.
Punish.
Punish.
Punish. Bueno. Sentence.
Sentence.
Ban.
What
Banet.
word? Right.
Band.
Yeah?
Oops.
J Walker.
Yeah.
Prison. Graffiti.
Sí.
Robbery.
Kidnapping.
Robbery.
Kidnapping.
Front store.
Vandalism. From store. Shoplifting. Shoplifting.
You have the word shop.
Yeah.
Esa puse esa.
Rob.
Yes.
Vandalism.
Burglary.
Burglary. Burglary.
Yes. Burglary.
Burglary.
Knife.
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 Kill.
Yes. Kill.
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 Yeah.
Kill.
Against the law.
Against the law.
Against the law.
Against the law.
Arrest.
Arrest.
Commit. 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 No?
Punish. Punish.
Murder.
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 Murder. Murder.
Okay.
Graffiti.
Graffiti.
Another game.
Knife.
Knife.
Rob.
Rob.
Rock.
Shoplifting.
Banner.
Intrusive.
Ban.
You used ban before and was wrong.
Yes.
Ban.
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 No, it's not banned, it's banned.
Ban.
Ban.
Ban. Fast. Speed.
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 Bundle.
Kidnapper.
Kidnapper.
Kidnapper?
I don't know.
Espérame.
Jaywalker.
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 Jaywalker. Estoy ocupada. Jaywalker. For children.
Rated.
R-rated. R-rated.
Cuando yo termine de interpretar, yo llamo.
Okay, let's do one game. We have 1 minute. Easy. Spell or line. We have played this one too.
Yes.
Crime prevention. You have to guess the letters, letter by letter.
Letter A.
A.
C-R-I-M-E.
Just letter by letter.
R.
C. R.
C.
C.
M.
E. O.
S.
What letter did you say?
O. No.
M.
We have
T.
N.
T.
T as in Thomas.
T. N.
N.
No, nada.
T.
You have to use 2 letters.
S.
S.
U.
Security.
Security camera.
Security camera. So we need Why? Excellent. Crime on offenses.
A.
O.
A.
A.
E. E. Okay. A.
We have A and it's not here.
R.
R.
V.
Say it again.
V.
B.
V.
No, remember, if you make mistake, the guy here is gonna fall.
I.
You have 3 more guesses. I. Yes. Can you guess the word?
P, 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 P.
M.
Marla?
Simon. Simon.
Marla?
M.
M.
De segundo, crimen.
Sí, sí,
Sí.
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 Ahí lo estoy diciendo, crimen.
Cybercrime.
Cybercrime. Cybercrime.
Cybercrime, yes.
Cybercrime.
All right, excellent. Let's continue, please. Well, in this new lesson, lesson B, we're going to talk about crime and punishment. It's about the same topic. Same topic.
I am punished.
I read it one more time. Crime.
Crime and punishment.
Punishment, not punishment. Punishment.
Punishment.
Crime and punishment. So you have pictures here. What is against the law, right? You have some pictures. And then we will see some vocabulary here. Some of this vocabulary, you have some verbs here. Okay, Marla, can you read the verbs, please? In English only.
Investigate. Arrest. Uy, no puedo leer ese. Break into. Steal.
Or rob.
Steal or rob. Murder. Hijack. Jethead.
Judge.
And accuse.
All right, Gabriel, can you read the vocabulary here, please? In English.
Criminal, police officer, police station, murderer, murder, thief, robber, burglar, evidence,
yes,
fingerprint,
fingerprints, yes.
knife, gun, weapon, court, witness, prison,
yes. We already saw this vocabulary, right? Like gun, handcuff, defendant, suspect, police officer, detective, same fingerprints, badge, defense attorney, etc. We have more here, more vocabulary. We have in crime, we have different types. Hijack, kidnap, assassination, drug dealing, cartel. Well, I would like someone to read it for me, please. Let's see, Patty, can you read crime here? You can start anywhere.
Crime, arson, insider trading, cyber crime, fraud, murder, shop, lighting,
Lifting.
robbery, lifting,
Yes.
robbery, um, fishing,
Fishing.
um, I can't see the three. Harassment, um,
This is harassment, or no harassment.
harassment, um,
Assault.
assault, um, theft,
Car theft.
car theft, drug dealing, assassination, kidnap, I hack,
Hijack.
ayak, burglary, and I bribery,
Bribery.
bribery.
Okay, for homework, please try to find the meaning of each one. Okay, just here is fraud. Patty, fraud. No fraud, fraud. So you need to find out the meaning of each crime. Some of them are for cyber crime. Have you ever heard about cyber crime?
Yes.
Yes, it's similar. Cyber crime. Those crimes used online or on the internet. That's why we have the phishing, we have other ones. Okay, crime vocabulary. We have more verbs. Let's see, America. Can you start reading the verbs, please?
Yes.
The nouns.
Crime vocabulary. Murder. If you kill somebody. Shoplifting. If you steal items from shops.
Yes, shoplifting. Shoplifting.
Shoplifting. Assault.
Assault.
If you attack someone physically.
Yes.
Arson. If you deliberate start a fire.
Okay, until there is fine, America. Julio, you can start with robbery. Julio?
Yes, blueberry. Robbery. If you take property typically from someone or somewhere by force or threat.
Yes. Unlawfully, by force or threat.
Blackmail. If you make someone give you money so that you don't reveal their secrets.
You don't reveal their secret. This is more like chantajear, right? Blackmail.
Okay.
Blackmail. Continue.
Nothing. If you attack and root somebody in a public place, kidnapping. If you abduct somebody and hold them captive.
Hold them captive. Kidnapping, sequestrar, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have the type of crimes: murder, shoplifting, assault, arson, robbery, blackmail, mugging, and kidnapping. If you are interested in learning all these vocabulary, please get the meanings, write it down on your notebook, practice them. Some of them are similar, like assault. Assault is not asaltar. Pay attention on that. If you attack someone physically, asaltar is more like robbery. If you take property unlawfully from someone or somewhere by force or threat, that's a robbery, right? So you need to find out the meaning if you want to learn them.
Yeah, you know, teacher, it's
Yes.
the same like in Spanish. We have different definitions for assault and robbery. En el derecho es lo mismo, porque uno es asalto y otro es robo. Depende si hubo ataque físico o no. Ajá, entonces es igual.
If you attack someone physically, sometimes
it's assault, asalto.
But sometimes they don't do anything to you physically. Un asalto.
If they don't do anything physically, it's robbery.
It's robbery.
In Spanish, yes. It's
Yes.
the same.
They just threat you, force or threat you. Okay, let's continue, please. We still have the same types of crimes: robbery, burglary, shoplifting, smuggling, murder, homicide, rape. Rape is violación, rape. You know that? Rape, vandalism, trafficking, torture, assassination, speeding. I can send this to you on WhatsApp so you can have this for vocabulary. And theft. Theft, something is stolen. All right, so you're going to listen. You're going to listen this. Read the questions and answers on the website below. What questions are the people answering? So you need to put here according what you hear, what you listen to. You have number 8. These are the questions, so you need to find the answers. The answers, of course, answers are here, but you need to put a number. Okay?
Page 46, Lesson B, Crime and Punishment. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Read the questions and answers on the website below. What questions are the people answering? Number the questions 1 to 8. Then listen and check.
What punishment best fits the crime? What's the right penalty for jaywalking?
A fine, maybe? I know it's against the law to just cross the street anywhere, but it's a relative.
Okay. Remember, these are the numbers. Let's see, one more time.
Page 46, Lesson B, Crime and Punishment. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Read the questions and answers on the website below. What questions are the people answering? Number the questions 1 to 8. Then listen and check.
What punishment best fits the crime? What's the right penalty for jaywalking?
A fine, maybe? I know it's against the law to just cross the street anywhere, but it's a relatively minor offense, and the law doesn't get enforced much.
How should vandals be punished?
Well, vandalism can be serious, so they should pay for any damage. And vandals should be made to clean up any graffiti they paint.
What kind of sentence should you get for kidnapping?
Kidnappers should go to prison for a long time. I mean, taking someone captive is a very serious offense.
Should they arrest drivers who get caught speeding?
You don't usually get arrested for speeding unless you cause an accident, and that seems fair. But if you get stopped a lot, you should lose your license.
What punishment should you get for robbing someone?
That depends. If you commit armed robbery, use a gun or a knife, you should be sent to prison.
What should happen if you get caught shoplifting from a store?
I think shoplifters should be fined at first, but if they get caught stealing again and again, they should go to jail.
What should happen to someone who is convicted of burglary?
Breaking into someone's home is serious, but first-time burglars should just be put on probation.
Should all murderers be sentenced to life in prison?
I don't know. Some people get sentenced to only 10 or 15 years for murder. Killing another person is the worst crime, but it's a complex issue.
Okay, listen one more time.
Page 46, Lesson B, Crime and Punishment. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Read the questions and answers on the website below. What questions are the people answering? Number the questions 1 to 8. Then listen and check.
What punishment best fits the crime? What's the right penalty for jaywalking?
A fine, maybe? I know it's against the law to just cross the street anywhere, but it's a relatively minor offense, and the law doesn't get enforced much.
How should vandals be punished?
Well, vandalism can be serious, so they should pay for any damage. And vandals should be made to clean up any graffiti they paint.
What kind of sentence should you get for kidnapping?
Kidnappers should go to prison for a long time. I mean, taking someone captive is a very serious offense.
Should they arrest drivers who get caught speeding?
You don't usually get arrested for speeding unless you cause an accident, and that seems fair. But if you get stopped a lot, you should lose your license.
What punishment should you get for robbing someone?
That depends. If you commit armed robbery, use a gun or a knife, you should be sent to prison.
What should happen if you get caught shoplifting from a store?
I think shoplifters should be fined at first, but if they get caught stealing again and again, they should go to jail.
What should happen to someone who is convicted of burglary?
Breaking into someone's home is serious, but first-time burglars should just be put on probation.
Should all murderers be sentenced to life in prison?
I don't know. Some people get sentenced to only 10 or 15 years for murder. Killing another person is the worst crime, but it's a complex issue.
Okay, excellent. Do you have any questions about vocabulary in here?
No, I think no.
Yeah, we did some exercises with these words. So I hope everything is okay. So now you have to put a number on this one.
Yes, I put it.
You have the first example, what's the right penalty for working, and you have number 8, right? Fine, maybe. So you give me the letter, you give me the number, and you have to read here, and you have to read here. Let's see, number 2, here.
Is 3?
3, 3, 3.
3, okay. Who said first?
Well, vandalism.
Amarla, can you read the sentence?
How should vandals be punished? Should
Punished.
Punish.
3. Can you read it?
Well, vandalism can be serious, so they should pay for any damage. And vandals should be made to clean up any graffiti they paint.
Excellent. So that was number 3. Who did? Can you do the next one?
Number 6.
Number 6. Can you read it?
What kind of sentence should you get for kidnapping?
Should.
Should.
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping. I read. Kidnappers should go to prison for a long time. I mean, taking someone is a very serious offense.
Yeah, kidnappers should go to prison for a long time. I mean, taking someone is a very serious offense.
Is very serious offense.
Yes. Next.
Me, teacher.
Maru,
Maru.
Okay. Maru or me?
No, we don't have Maru here.
Okay.
You used to be with Maru, that's why, in Touchstone 3.
Okay. Should they arrest drivers who get caught speeding? You don't usually get arrested for speeding unless you cause an accident, but that seems fair. But if you get stopped a lot, you should lose your license.
Yeah, what number is that?
Number 4.
4. Excellent. Okay, Gabriel. Next.
Next, the number 2. What punishment should you get for robbing someone?
What number?
Number 2. No, okay, number 2.
Okay, can you read number 2, please?
That depends. If you commit armed robbery, you know use a gun or a knife, you should be sent to prison.
Yeah, this is not knife, this is knife. Gabriel?
Knife, knife,
Knife. Knife. And this is gun, not gun, gun.
gun.
Yes, and we don't say armed, it's armed robbery. Armed robbery.
Robbery.
Yes? Okay. Next. Karina.
Sorry. What should happen if you get caught shoplifting from a stores? Mm, shoplifting is number one.
Number one,
A shoplifter should be fined at first, but if they get caught stealing again and again, they should go to jail. Or jail. Jail. Sorry.
they should go to jail. Jail.
Yes. Jail.
Jail. Not jail.
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 Yes. Excellent. Next. America.
Yes. What should happen to someone who is convicted of burglary?
Yes. Convicted of burglary. Convicted of burglary.
Burglary. Burglary.
Burglary. Three sounds.
Burglary.
Burglary. Burglary. Burglary.
Burglary.
Yes. What number is that?
Number 7. Breaking into someone's home is serious, but first-time burglars should just be put on probation. Probation.
Probation.
Probation, yes.
Breaking into someone's home is serious, but first-time burglars should just be put on probation.
Probation.
Put on. Put on. No. Put on.
Put on.
Probation. Together. You have a T consonant and you have a vowel. Put on.
Put on.
Probation.
Put on probation.
Last one. Yes, anybody? Volunteer?
Me.
Yes, Julio.
Okay. Should all murderers be sentenced to life in prison? If number 5.
Number 5. Okay, just remember sentenced to life in prison.
Yes.
Sentenced. No sentenced. Sentenced.
Sentenced to life in prison.
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 Prison, not prison. Prison.
Prison.
Prison. So that's number 5. Can you read number 5, please?
Yes. I don't know. Some people get sentenced to only 10 or 15 years for murder. Killing another person is the worst crime. It's the worst crime, but it's a complex issue.
Yes, issue.
Issue.
Please pay attention when you see this get. When you see get with another verb or be. For example, here, get arrested. Get sentenced. Do you see another one? We are going to see that get in a bit.
Get enforced. 8, number 8. Get enforced. Enforced.
Get stopped. A lot. Number 4.
Get arrested in number 4. But if you
Get stopped a lot.
Get stopped a lot. Any other one I miss? No? So we are going to pay attention on this get. Get. Like when you say I get worried, I get surprised. Get is one of the most common verbs used with the different ones, but we're going to see that in the grammar part. Okay, it's 12:57. We are almost done. We will continue next class with the next exercises. Please check your books. Continue with the next exercise.
Yes.
We have crimes, you see, criminals, how we call the crimes, criminals, punishments, orders, etc. We have the grammar, the errors, and we have a couple more exercises here. Let's see, we have a few more minutes. We're going to see the grammar, the most important part. Please pay attention. Is get passive versus be passive.
Page
Hold on.
47. 2. Grammar. Get passive versus be passive. The passive is usually formed with be, but sometimes you can use get.
People who speed don't usually get arrested.
Some murderers get sentenced to only 10 years.
After should, the be passive is more common.
People who speed should be arrested if they cause an accident.
Some murderers should be sentenced to life in prison.
Notice, use catch plus verb plus ing.
What happens if they catch you shoplifting?
What happens if you get caught shoplifting?
Okay, one more time.
Page 47. 2. Grammar. Get passive versus be passive. The passive is usually formed with be, but sometimes you can use get.
People who speed don't usually get arrested.
Some murderers get sentenced to only 10 years.
After should, the be passive is more common.
People who speed should be arrested if they cause an accident.
Some murderers should be sentenced to life in prison.
Notice, use catch plus verb plus ing.
What happens if they catch you shoplifting?
What happens if you get caught shoplifting?
Okay. In conversation, people use the get passive much more frequently in speaking than in writing. Okay, so you must pay attention to this. When you use get or you use be. This is more frequent when you use should. So sometimes you can use get for the passive, get or be depending on. Remember to include get in get passive. Shoplifter often get fined. Shoplifter often get fined. Past participle. All right. So we will continue next class with these exercises. Just remember to do this and this. Practice these exercises, please. We will continue next Saturday. And any questions?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Nothing.
Nothing? Sure?
Yes.
No, teacher.
Okay, okay. See you then next class. See you next class. Thank you very much. Just be updated with your homework. Don't forget. All right.
page the homework?
Right, teacher.
Yes, homework is today's was unit 5, lesson A and B.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. See you
Yeah.
then. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful
Thank you,
week.
teacher. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.